Hello, my name is Vaid. Let me share my journey on COM335 with you. To do this, I need to take you back on January 11th, on Wednesday afternoon, when for the first time I stepped into the classroom. Music was playing, and the professor Eliza was kind of dancing with her hands up like this, and all other students were kind of curious like me. The title of the course was Business Communication. I've had presentation before, so I had a background on my mind. How does business and academic presentation looks like? And I was thinking we are going to learn how to communicate in the workplaces, so nothing fun could happen. The class started with the James presentation, a previous student, a Chinese immigrant, who was telling his story of immigrating to Canada from China and the challenge he has been faced. And I will say, oh wow, this presentation just got me. The voice, the story, and the emotion. And I was thinking with myself, if this is the professor's favorite video, then there should be something fun waiting for us in this course. Our first assignment, informative presentation. It was almost 2-3 weeks after. We have learned some techniques like square breathing, and box moving. Implementing these techniques, I present my first speech. But you know what? I was not happy with the feedbacks. I was not happy with my vocabulary usage and pronunciation, and even the structure of my presentation. Not a really eye-catching introduction, not a good conclusion, and even not enough content prepared based on the research. So for the second assignment, persuasive, I was kind of ready based on content. I gathered lots of information, so I had enough to tell my audiences. I made a good structure and design well and kind of eye-catching and attractive slides, which even helped me to follow my presentation. But you know what? It was not still enough. There was just one very important point I didn't think about it. The emotion and the belief. I just learned that if you don't believe what you say, how can you persuade your audiences to understand, persuade, and just change their mind? So beside addressing very academic and reasonable resources and reasoning, you need to transfer this feeling and emotion to your audiences that you really believe what you say. We move to the third presentation, the real challenge, group presentation. Totally different experiences. At this stage of the course, the professor was continuously and insisting that go crazy, take some risk, leave your safe zone. So based on the videos we have seen and watched in the class, I've decided to make some jokes and use some prompts and have something more than, dry and formal presentation. And you know what? It worked. It worked. They liked. And my positive feedback started from there. Even TAs, which were like evaluating our assignments, were happy with my latest performance in group presentation. The last stage was totally different for me. At this stage, I know that I've learned many things about preparation, practice, body language, and emotion, but I didn't get what I really want to. I was looking for something specific. I didn't just represent myself completely. And you know what? I believe this assignment exactly made for that personal commitment. In this assignment, I've decided to share one of my sensitive stories. How did I immigrate from Iran to Canada? My sophisticated audiences, my peers, and my professor's perspective encouraged me and gave me this courage to share my story with them. Preparation of the content was not very challenging because I already know my story. But in terms of technical aspect, I believe I made a big mistake. Lots of shifts and putting lots of information in a short time. So it was very risky to lose my audiences half of the way. But thankfully, the audiences was following my story. Even though, if I will do this presentation again, definitely I will use less shifts and maybe just concentrate in one or two main points rather than telling whole long story. But the biggest lesson I got from this presentation was not just limited to the technical parts. It was actually the feeling, the honesty, the thing like maybe hard to describe, but I mean, when it's you, when it was just me, this presentation, it was me, it was like my story. So that's why I believe they understand it, they liked it, and they were with me. So if I wrap up this course, I will say, learn your techniques, put your emotion, and be honest. You will have good time with your audiences. Thank you so much.